it's shorts time of year. It's like March 16th, tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, and it's 73 degrees. It was beautiful. Dad was over here today and he was like, it's so nice outside. We're gonna go check on the babies. 4 of them got disbudded today. I'm sorry I didn't film that this morning. I took them for work and it's dark. Number one, because time changed. So it's dark in the morning, so I can't really film morning chores for another couple of weeks until that sunlight kind of works its way back into the 6:30 area. I don't know if they're all down here or just 2 of them. So I took them and I dropped them off at like 7:45. My dad went to get them around noon and they seem to be doing well. Bunny actually didn't reject her babies this time, which is a little bit crazy to me. Every single year, if you guys are new, because I know there's a lot of new people, when her babies get disbudded, she struggles and like for the first 24 hours doesn't want to feed them, but that doesn't seem to have happened this time. Fingers crossed, but we're gonna check and make sure they're okay. And check on Patty. Hello. Oh, let the baby have some milk. Let the baby have some milk. Let the babies have some milk, yeah. Mom doesn't have anything for you. Hello. My little goobers. Hello there. Oh, Marshmallow. Never let me pet you. This is crazy. So you can see they got their little horns burned today. I take mine to the vet. I have done it myself. I have taken them to the vet. I prefer taking to the vet. It's not super economical for me, to be honest, but because I have YouTube and I have that, like I've talked to you guys about, just a little bit of extra money, it is kind of worth it to me. I am not great at it because I'm not aggressive enough and I worry that I'm gonna hurt them. So the vet always does a good job. There are a couple of different vets in our area. We're doing a patty check. I need to shave her udder today. Her due date was yesterday, and yes, it was Tuesday, so today is Wednesday. So we're keeping a good eye on her. It does look like Bunny's a little bit full in her udder. We will make sure that they're getting enough milk. I will put her on the stand a couple of times a day just to make sure they're getting their fill with the disbudding. Sorry, that was all kind of chaotic. So I took Marshmallow, S'more, Mocha, and Chai today to get disbudded, and I'm gonna take Chunk and Miracle Whip. You guys have convinced me, next week when I'm off for spring break. They're not quite, they'll be 2 weeks Thursday, and I really like for them to just be as big as possible without being too big. And this is my thoughts on disbudding. If you don't know, I do not obviously personally disbud all of my goats. Pepper has horns, Pixie and Tinkerbell both have horns. Link has horns, Padme has horns, and this is kind of why. So all the goats that have been disbudded on this farm came to me disbudded, except for Poppy. I disbudded Poppy myself. I took Link and Padme, both have scurs. Scurs have been a problem for us. Most vets will clean that up. I did not know that, but Padme's are probably gonna have to be cut eventually, so will Link's. Daisy had a scur, it fell off. It almost was in your eye. We had to go have it trimmed, didn't we? So I've had a lot of like rotten luck with scurs, which are horns that were disbudded and then grew back incorrectly. I have dairy goats. They are very, very friendly animals. They're very sweet. We have never had any issues with aggressive goats with horns towards humans or toward other goats. It's not been a problem with our girls or our wethers, like at all. I have never had any issues with horns. I know there are people that like have small children, really worry about horns. We just don't have kids. We don't have like little bitty nieces and nephews anymore, and our nieces and nephews when they were little hated anything that moved on its own. So it's just never been a risk for us, so that's a personal choice. I'm not against disbudding. These guys are being disbudded because that's what their families have requested for show purposes or because no other animals in their herd have horns. And what I know, like Waffles has horns, but Bean and Luke don't. So he's worn a bald patch on Luke's head because of the horns from headbutting. So that also is kind of a risk. Let's see if she'll let them eat. Need some grass. It's humane. Our vet actually gives them a little bit of anesthesia and a local anesthetic and does it instead of just dehorning them, which you can do without any of pain medicine. They've had pain medicine, they've had an antibiotic, and they also got a CD&T shot while they were there, which helps me. So everybody will get their first CD&T at 2 weeks and then the other at 4 weeks. Are you hungry? Is that your problem? I'm sorry. We'll walk Mama go up to the barn and maybe get you some food. I bet you are hungry. I need to go check on your siblings. Okay? Maybe she'll come with us. There is a grass growing, guys. It's crazy. This is all brand new green grass that is growing. They're out here all the time eating it. Their farts smell so bad right now. They're very stinky. You're you sweet baby. Hello. Hello, Tamor. That's me on horns. I don't view it as inhumane. I just haven't had a lot of luck with Disbudding. I probably should have always taken them to this particular vet. The problem is he is probably 3 times more expensive than the vet that I was initially taking them to. It was $10 a baby, so it's about $200 a season. It's about $40 a kid at this particular vet office because the anesthesia and the antibiotics and the CD&T and just a lot of things. It's a lot of money for me. So for 4 of them, it was $170. And that's why most people do it themselves. But like I said, I'm just not very good at it. We'll see if we can get her up on the stand and we'll let them have a drink. We will. Bunny's very strange. She does this every year. It lasts 2 or 3 days. She gets over it. Once they stop smelling like burnt head, she's fine with it. Bunny's just a little funny. None of the other moms have ever had any issues. So I'm hoping to see Nani's bringing up the rear with her too. Dad did say that Moko was not interested in getting out of the kennel. How I transport babies for me is I just put them in the floorboard of my car and put like 2 towels down because I'm only going 10 minutes. But with my dad, I gave him a dog kennel with some towels in the bottom. Like he put that in the back of his SUV. The vet tech loaded them up. Worked great. Hello. How are my other little hornless goats? Not wanting them to eat. Not maybe just because I'm here. Bun, let them eat. Bun. So this is kind of what I do. She's happy, she's eating. This also helps with the smell. So the more they rub on her belly and smell like her, and the more they drink, they will smell more like her. It's a possibility that because they were at the vet, they got some milk replacer or something while they were there, because they were there for 4 hours. They usually don't feed them unless like we ask them to. This little girl was hungry. So this is what we'll do. Just a couple of times a day. So like I'll do this now. I'll do this when we come back for dinner at 7:30. So it's like 4, right? It's 3:45. So when I come back at 7:30, I'll let them get up and get a really good full belly before they go to bed. In the morning, I'll do this. Not super hungry, but also a boy, so we'll be more persistent. Look how, guys, Bunny is so short. Girlfriend was hungry. Last year, your babies hated me for like a whole day. Can you go? Ready to jump? Thank you. Bye-bye. Can you get up there? Can you get up there? Yeah. What's up next? Look. Yeah. Oh, food. Come on. Yeah. Good girl. Did you forget this where the snacks were? I'm gonna try to shave her udder up real quick. Try being the main word. If you guys remember, she absolutely hates being milked, so we'll see. You're loud. Are you feeding your babies? Guys, let's not bonk heads. Well, it's not awesome, but it's better than everyone else. It is. It's better than the rest of you. Y'all, he's shedding so bad. This down and his horns is hysterical. So we're gonna get her out because she's mad. All done. All done. don't want to leave. Mom doesn't understand. Has to jump down. Has to jump down. Here we go. Jumping down. Good. You can at least kind of see her udder a little bit better. It does feel pretty full. I need to check her ligaments. She has a lot of leg hair. That would have been really nice if I could have gotten to. These babies seem to be fine. Mom seems to be licking. Doesn't like that they smell wrong, but that's a much better sign than this knucklehead. Yeah, do your babies got something on them you don't like? That's always Nani. We'll lick all the aluminum off of them. Zelda's the same way. Like, I don't like this bandage on your head. Let me lick it off. You're acting very normal. It's very hot, and it is about 4 o'clock, and so I am going to. My schedule has flipped since time changed, so I don't come out till 7:30 for them, which is kind of. Ow. He's biting me. No, stop. He's very frustrated that I'm not petting him all the time, because Link should be the only pets. So I'm not coming out to 7:30, so it's kind of a different, where I wasn't really coming out a lot when I first got home, other than to just kind of spot check them, because I was coming right back out at like 5:30. Now I spend a little bit more time out here in the barn in the afternoons, because it's a good 2 or 3 hours. I cook dinner, do a lot of things. So if you have questions about disbudding, drop them in the comments. I know a lot of people are very much against it, and I know a lot of people are very much against horns. I think it's kind of a hot topic. I don't think that you're doing the goat a disservice either way. It's hot, isn't it, girls? They're so hot, Mom. They're so hot. Y'all, this dog, let me show you. He lets himself in with the pigs, which is fine with me completely, but like, it cracks me up. Did you let yourself in? Are you ready to come back out now? You had to wait a minute. Just lets himself in, and then he can't get back out because the gate doesn't move the way that he thinks that it should. I think if he can get out there, he should be able to get back in, but who knows? Patty's rear end was pretty squishy, so we're gonna look at her again. I've got to get Bunny in here. Hi. I think they're probably fine, but we're just gonna double check. Bunny! Come here, babe. He's wild. This seems to be working out fine. So it does look like they should be able to kind of have a shoving match and figure that out. While we feed this through, I'm gonna add some pellets to her pot to make her eat a little slower. Also, a good opportunity to start them on some grain. Just give him a little snacky. She drank a bunch. He's not really interested, which tells me he's probably getting milk. And she's not persistent enough. Again, we'll do this a couple of days, they'll figure it out, it'll be fine. In here with them while I feed everyone else. That'll give them the opportunity to just, again, kind of spend some enclosed time together. She's definitely ready to go out, but she definitely has a full belly. And they're eating some grain, which is great because they're only about, they're like 3 weeks old tomorrow. So this is excellent. The coyotes just started howling like mad. I was worried she wasn't eating. She is eating, she just didn't want to fight anybody. Understandable. I don't think tonight, babies are still pretty high, so I probably won't lock her up because it's real hot. But we'll check her again in the morning, check the udder in the morning. She's definitely been staying out of the way the last couple of days, for sure. Good evening, my handsome gentleman. Hello. I already filled your water up. Yes, ma'am. Really excited that this weekend and next week when I'm off, like actually gonna have people out to the farm for the first time in 2 years. We have not really, see, this is what's funny. Like, you can go through that way. It's because it has to go the other way. There you go. That's the perfect scenario for me if he can go back and forth. Come on, let's go have Biggie dinner. Biggie dinner is this way. Come on. Biggie dinner is never out there. It's not, big man. Guys, pig butts. Cutest thing on the planet. Post-COVID, we have not done anything out at the farm at all in 2 years, except for like our family and our very close friends. Thank you. My good boy pork chop. Coyotes are loud, and you guys may be able to hear them, probably not. Our little deer family that lives here is here and they don't seem very phased. That's good. Ryan just texted me and Toffee is in labor, so hopefully over on their channel, remember Toffee from last year, here in a few days you'll be able to see that video. Let's rescue Buns. I know, you really hate the bandage. Poor girl. Okay, are you guys ready? No, Nani's in. Come on, little goat family. Come on, little goat family. Go on, Marsh. Come on, some more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Nope. If that one would just sleep over there all night so I could check on her, that would be amazing. So Padme is our next one. So we're gonna check her ligaments again. These are my friends. Poor Chai. Nani hates the bandage and has like tried to lick it all off of her. And Mocha, so like her poor head is like soaking wet. This one does not care. Still can't figure out probably that these are yours. I promise. These ones. They belong to you. The other two are asleep. They still aren't quite as active yet. They're a week younger. These guys are older. See, Nani licking her head off. She hates the bandage, so she's trying to get anything that doesn't smell right off. Where Bunny is just like, oh, it doesn't smell right, it must not belong to me. Not the brightest biscuit. How are you? Should we check her tail? Oh, it's very squishy, Patty. It's very squishy. Your udder still hasn't popped, though. There's no milk in your udder yet. They're not. You're a good girl. It's night time, girls. Night, babies.